Hi, my name is Karen and I am a carboholic. I guess you didn't think I was going to say that one, did you? Um, I would venture to say that many of us are, but I was definitely the top of the ladder carboholic. I would wake up in the morning, have two, three, four carbohydrates. It would be cereal, piece of toast, maybe a double dose of the cereal. And then at midday, I'd have something like a sandwich with chips. And even maybe before then, I had chips. In the afternoon, I would have my evening meal would always be, as a Southern girl, we have that cornbread, and we'd open it up and put butter on it. And then I may have fried potatoes, yeah, fried, and whatever I could just find. It just seemed like I needed that crunch, and I didn't realize that I was really a carboholic until I went to the doctor and they told me that I was diabetic. That is when you decide to change things. But it's the taste of the sugar that makes being a carboholic easy. The the sweetness in the mouth, and sometimes I've found out that it's the endorphins that the sugar releases that calms and relaxes the body. So when you're sitting down to television, sit down to watch TV, you relax, and so what you do, you start eating. And me, I was always a popcorn person. I made popcorn. I would think the soda had the sugar in it. So I was really just feeding those endorphins big time. And the good thing about it is that it tastes good. I shouldn't say that's good, but it was. It was really good. And the problem is that because it tastes good, we overconsume. So after I found out that I was sick with diabetes and I refused to take the medicine, and she diagnosed me and I termed myself as a carboholic, I decided that I was going to seek help. And I did. And let me just give you some suggestions. And I think there's maybe about 8 of them of how you might be able to start to control your sugar intake so that you can no longer be a carboholic. And mind you, I still love my carbs, but I don't consume them like I did. And I actually think about what I put in my mouth before I put it in my mouth. Sometimes we, though, number one, is have to give in just a little. Just give in and maybe have that carb. But when you have it in a small amount. Combine your foods. Number two, combine your foods. So let's say that you wanted a piece of chocolate. How about just taking the chocolate maybe and melting it and pouring it over banana, chocolate covered banana, or even strawberries. The one thing that I have found that works for some people, but not for me, is to go cold turkey. Some people just give up sugar completely. And that may work with you. I know years ago when I quit smoking, I went cold turkey, and that's the way that I did it. And sometimes quitting sugar is what people have to do, but that's really hard to do because sugar is in just a lot of foods. So you have to be very mindful. Number 4 option would be to grab a piece of gum. Chew gum, and of course, look at the sugar content of that. But that will keep your mind off of eating, and it'll also be, chew. And this is not in what I was going to tell you, but I used to carry a pencil around in my hand, just like this. And so it gave me something in my hand to do that the mind was thinking about, and it wasn't thinking about food all the time. And number 5 is to reach for fruit. If you go into the refrigerator, which I have made this a priority in my house, there is fruit all in the refrigerator. There's bananas on the counter. There's all kinds of fruit in the refrigerator. I have peaches. I have bananas on the counter. I have oranges. I have grapes. I have plums. What else do I have in there? Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. So anytime you want a piece of fruit, just grab a piece of fruit. I mean, when you're hungry for sugar, grab a piece of fruit. The 6th thing is to just get up and go. So if I was sitting here talking to you and I had this urge to eat something sweet, get up from this spot because my mind is continually thinking about it. So if I get up and move around, even go for a walk, you will forget that. drink water. Drink water. That's a good way to forget about the sweets right now. Number 7 would be to choose choose quality over quantity. So if you were hungry for something sweet and you desperately thought you had to have it, and you saw a piece of chocolate at the market and you pick it up and you take it out to the car before you drive home, and you want to open that bag and just eat all of it, don't. Just take off a piece and take a little bite. Just enough to satisfy the palate. And I know sometimes we're tempted to just eat the whole thing and think, oh, I'll walk that off. Or don't, please don't. You cannot break a habit by keep on feeding the habit. And number 8, and this is one that I suggest that you always do, is to eat regular meals, like every 3 to 5 hours. If you get up in the morning and you have breakfast, and let's say maybe 3 hours from now, you're not going to have lunch, find something to snack on, a piece of fruit, some carrots, a piece of celery, whatever you like that is healthy, snack on that, and then have your meal. So then you have your lunch, and then if you need another little snack in the middle of the day, do that. And something that I would suggest always is to drink water. And I know some people don't, well, I don't like water. Well, find you some way to mix a fruit in the water, but always drink water. I thank you for listening. I hope that those ideas will help you to help break the habit of consuming too many sugars, and can break the habit of being termed a carboholic. I am Karen, and I am a carboholic. And I thank you for listening, and have a great day.